Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, namaste, good morning. This is Ken at 10. Hi, how are you this misty morning? We were just debating whether it's misty, moist or foggy in the office, and we've decided that misty is probably the right word for it. It's actually quite mild. It's not too cold at all, really, considering we're middle of November now. Obviously, this week we've got the autumn statement we're all dreading. Could it be the winter of discontent? It looks pretty tough out there, doesn't it? I do come bearing some good news, though. The cost of fixed rate mortgages starts to fall. This is an article today, and home buyers will be able to buy a new home with a mortgage below 5% for the first time in over a month after Platform, which is part of the Co-op, announced plans to launch a 5-year fixed rate at 4.84%. For borrowers with a 40% deposit. Of course, you need a whack of money in the first place, I'm afraid, to get it. Nonetheless, rates had jumped in the wake of the controversial mini budget. 2-year and 5-year fixed rates peaked at 6.65 and 6.5. And by November, these have dropped to 6.33 and 6.11, still massively above what we're used to, of course, in the days of cheap money. A number of lenders have dropped rates after the Bank of England indicated there will be no rapid ratcheting up of the base rate in 2023. At least 20 building societies and banks have reduced rates on their fixed rate deals since last Monday, according to Moneyfacts, including Nationwide, Halifax, Lloyds and Virgin Money. So it is a bit of good news. And it's good to see. Hopefully, the mini budget won't be as harsh as we expect it to be. However, I do expect the worst and hope for the best. I think we're going to see CGT get hammered. Capital gains tax, that is. If you're selling your buy-to-let property, I've got a feeling they're going to put the taxes up on that or reduce the threshold or both. At the moment, you have the tax-free allowance, and it looks like they may reduce that or increase the rate of CGT up to the same as your marginal tax rate. So at the moment, for a higher rate taxpayer, it's 28% of the gain. And if it was at your marginal rate, that would be 40%. That's quite a hike. Let's hope he doesn't do that. But he's got to do something. I think he's going too far, too fast, personally. I know Truss went the other way, and that was awful and didn't work. But I do think that while they're trying to control inflation by putting up interest rates and putting up everything else with an austerity package, the other side of the coin is that a lot of the things that are caused today are caused through the inflation that's come with oil and utility prices, including electricity and gas. So that inflation is there anyway, and you have to bear that in mind in the figures. And I just wonder whether they've gone a little bit over the top with that. But yeah, no doubt, tough times ahead. In terms of the market generally, well, the rental market is absolutely mad busy still, just can't get enough stock. Lots and lots of people out there looking. Lots of landlords now deciding to come to market to sell. And we're talking to them about the best way of doing that. And we have a special solution for you. If you're a landlord and you're trying to sell a property and you've got tenants in situ, then if you come on board with us, we have a system where we may be able to make it happen quicker for you. And there are a number of different options we have on that, but I'd love to talk to you about that if that's something that you're considering. In terms of the broader market, time to sell. Is it time to sell now or next year? Well, when the market's flying, it doesn't really matter when you sell, does it? Because it's busy anyway. But right now, we have this unusual time where things are going to get tougher before they get easier. So the question comes, is it better to sell now or wait until next year when it might be tougher still? And I think this depends on your personal circumstances largely. So if you're moving to somewhere else and that somewhere else is available right now at a price that you want to buy it at, then it might well be that the timing is right for you. Also, if you're struggling with higher rates and you're looking to downsize, could be a good time if financially that works for you, if you need to cash in a bit. So it does vary, and it's a discussion we like to have individually with each of our clients as and when they decide to sell. The other thing to talk about is auctions, of course. On the auction side, we've got another auction coming up in December. And the thing about auctions is they're a beautiful thing. You can have tenants in situ, the hammer goes down, it's done. And if you're used to the open market private treaty sale process, which can be between 3 and 6 months, it really is a thing of beauty to exchange contracts on the day, and then 28 days later, the money is in the bank. But prices are getting pressed there too. But it does mean that you dispose of the asset in a quick and efficient way. You might even beat that tax deadline. We'll see what happens there. Looking forward to seeing what happens there and then reporting it to you. Apart from that, hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Till then, look after yourselves. And if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.